Sometimes the most useful information is not what people are asked for, but what they choose to share. And this is exactly where the art of elicitation begins. Elicitation is the skill of getting information naturally, without direct questions, and without making the other person uncomfortable. It is quiet, subtle, and effective, and once you notice it, you'll start seeing it everywhere. To understand elicitation, we begin with a simple idea. People don't always enjoy being questioned, but they do enjoy being right. This simple human habit is the foundation of everything that follows. Technique 1. Correct the record. This brings us to the first technique, known as correct the record. When you state something that is slightly incorrect, most people feel an urge to correct it. For example, instead of asking when a team is moving offices, you might calmly say, "I heard you're moving to the new office in April." Very often, the response is, "Actually, we're moving in February." Without asking anything directly, you now have the correct information. This works because people like clarity and they like being the one who provides it. Technique 2. Bracketing. Once you understand this instinct to correct, the next step becomes easier. The second technique is called bracketing. Instead of stating one detail, you offer a small range that is close, but not exact. People usually respond by narrowing it down. So rather than asking how long a project took, you might say, "That must have taken your team 6 to 8 months. The response might be, "It was closer to a full year." Again, you didn't ask. You simply guided the conversation, and the other person filled in the truth. Technique 3. Strategic disbelief. As conversations continue, there are moments when people share even more when they feel the need to explain themselves. This is where the third technique comes in, called strategic disbelief. Here, you express gentle doubt or use an "I bet" statement, not to challenge, but to invite more detail. For instance, you might say, "I bet the product launch went perfectly smoothly." Often, the response is something like, "Not at all. We actually had a major server issue in the first hour." People want their experiences to be understood correctly, so they naturally add context. The golden rule of elicitation. As you move through these techniques, one principle quietly ties them all together. This is the golden rule of elicitation. The more sensitive the information, the fewer questions you should ask. Questions can feel like pressure. Statements feel like space. When you rely on statements instead of questions, you give the other person control. And when people feel in control, they open up. At its core, elicitation is not about tricks or manipulation. It is about listening carefully, choosing your words thoughtfully, and letting information surface on its own. Whether you're at work, in conversation with friends, or simply trying to understand a situation better, these techniques help conversations flow without resistance. So remember the steps. Correct the record. Use bracketing. Apply strategic disbelief. And always follow the golden rule. Speak less. Listen more. Let people share their own pace. When you do this well, conversations become clearer and more natural. And often, the most important details come to you without ever needing to ask. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more simple and practical communication tips. Thank you for watching.